Hello, hello, hello. Did I hit the live button? I think I hit the live button. I'm live. I'm live, right? Yeah, I'm live. I'm live. How's everyone doing today? I don't know where that went. Woo. Live chat, live chat. There we go. We're live. We're live. Oh, I forgot to do the ad everyone's. 1 second. While I do this, go enter to win some filament. We give away a spool every stream. Link in video description. Stuff YouTube. Go do the YouTube stuff. At everyone. Yo, I be live. Oh, what's going on with my keyboard here? At everyone. Yo, I do be live for real, no cap. There we go. Cool. How's everyone doing today? Today we have a kind of a grab bag stream. I was gonna do this in a video, and then I'm like, I don't want to record a video on it. So we're gonna try and fix my Prusa. This is my Mark IV. That is my Mark 3.5, and I broke it. I goofed. And I goofed. So I'm gonna put a little PSA out there for those that are curious as to what happened. This is the screen for a Prusa Mark IV. This is the current screens that they include with your Prusa. You buy a Prusa Mark IV, Mark IVS, this is the screen you get. And it comes with this thumb drive, okay? You get this thumb drive, it plugs in there. And that's how you get files onto the printer, okay? Even if you use Prusa Connect, you still need a thumb drive to store files. There's no onboard storage on here for file storage, which makes sense because you're gonna need several gigs. It gets full quick, especially with bigger STLs as they get more complicated. So anyways, you might be able to see this. Let's see if I can get a good camera angle on this. So you might be able to see what happened here, but first things first, as you can see here, you notice how it's a little not straight. It should be like that, but it's kind of like that. It was worse. I tried to fix it already. It didn't work. So what happened? Well, I had it on, I had the Prusa here, and I had a bin of filament on the ground. And I was getting the filament out and putting it on the shelf here, because I was like, I'm gonna print something on it. So I grabbed the spool of filament, and I went, while I was down here, right? I was down here, because I had a bin of filament that I pulled out of my shelves. My shelves here, I got bins of filament on the bottom. So I just grabbed the box of filament, and recreation here, and I just kind of went like this, without looking. So I'm down here, I'm looking at filament, I'm like, oh, is that the filament? No, and I did that, okay? So the problem was, the printer was kind of like, well, I dropped it again. I can't break it any more than I did. The printer was kind of like this, and by doing that, I slammed it right on the USB stick. And I broke it. So we're gonna try and unbreak it today. I think I already explained this on a stream. I can't remember if I did. But yeah, so that's what happened. I goofed and I smashed the thing. So let's get this open so I can show you exactly the damage and how we're gonna fix it. Because you can see there's another Prusa here. So get my LTT store screwdriver, precision screwdriver, and get this open. Because this uses Torx bits? Torx bits. Good old LTT store precision screwdriver. Does LTT have affiliate links? I should probably get an affiliate link. I gotta look into that. There we go. So yeah, so like the smash button, like I smashed this USB stick. Now I posted pictures of this on the Twitters, and of course, Brain Dead takes from the usual group that this is a design oversight by Prusa and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just gonna simply counter that with name a 3D printer that exists on the market that you can take a full-size USB stick, plug it into the USB port, and then take a 1 kilogram spool of filament and slam it onto it, and it won't break. It's not a design oversight, it's I goofed and I broke it. I done goofed. This isn't a design oversight. Personally, I'd rather it break this way because they're surface mount. What do you got there, buddy? You want to go to the park? Are you going to the park to go catch some bugs? You're going to catch caterpillars? It might be a little cold out there for caterpillars. I found one yesterday at school. Well, good luck. You got your little thing to catch them in? Okay, have fun, buddy. Okay, so let's get this out. How does this come out again? I think it comes out in like... Oh, wait, I got... Well, if I take the knob off. There we go. Okay, there we go. So what happened was... The USB pad is its surface mount. It's not through hole, okay? So it's just surface mount, okay? The USB, and it's broken. If you look at the thumbnail, I tried soldering already, it didn't work. I ripped the pads off. So people are like, oh, if it was through hole, it'd be more robust. The thing is, if it was through hole, what would have happened is I probably would have broken the PCB. I was talking to Kiddo. I don't think the doggo we can have conversations about going to get caterpillars at the park about. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's like, yes, it would have been better if this was through hole and it would have been more robust so that, you know, the odds of it breaking one again. I accidentally slammed a 1 kilogram spool of filament directly on the USB stick. Mike is a bit beardy today. Is it? I'll put it on the other side. I did play around with the audio sense. I haven't been liking the audio output lately. So yeah, I personally would rather it break this way, where it rips the pads off, because then you can at least attempt to fix it, versus if this was through hole and I did what I did, I probably would have cracked the actual PCB. Or I could have broken the USB stick, but you don't know. These USB sticks have a metal shield on them, right? That's a pretty robust USB stick. So what's going to break? I personally, you're always going to have a mode of failure. Sometimes it's better for it to fail safe. So anyways, what are we doing? Why did I take this screen out? Well, good thing. There are options on how you can fix this. We'll get to fixing this board after we fix the printer, because this is my Mark IV's. I actually use this machine. This is like this is my PETG machine right now. This and the XL are like my PETG machines. Also, I don't have it with me because I left it inside and I will go get it later. Fadus sent some goodies. So we're gonna be doing some other little upgrades. I got some nozzles and whatnot. So we're gonna swap the nozzle on this guy so it can print hardened stuff, because I want to use the Mark 3.5 as my dumb beat machine where I can print like really filaments that I don't trust on other stuff on there. And then this, we're gonna put a hardened nozzle in as well. Or it might be that one, we'll put a hardened, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But either way, this is a Mark IV screen. It's the same screen as the Mark 3.5. So to get this machine online, the first thing we're gonna do is take the broken thing and get rid of it and put something else in. So let's get the screen off this guy and swap them. And unfortunately, I can't just swap the screens. I have to swap the enclosure because the stickers, essentially. So today's 3D printer fixing day. And then once we get it fixed, then we'll print something or something. I don't know. Doggo is borking away. I can hear him borking. You go bork, bork, bork. I'm a dork. Okay, I'm gonna need Allen keys. You rebuilt half your printer yesterday? Nice. So I'm feeding off a tweet I tweeted out last night that seems to got some positive and negative feedback, just to get the community chatting about something while I try and find an Allen key here, because I think I lost it. Can somebody tell me a 3D printer release this year that was actually kind of groundbreaking? Can anyone in chat give me a name of a 3D printer that was actually released in 2024 that actually like advanced things, a consumer level 3D printer? Were there any 3D printer releases this year that actually like pushed things forward? That was last year, Admiral Adama. That printer came out last year. It was end of last year, but it came out last year. Yeah, Magino was the end of last year. Groundbreaking. Well, here's the thing. Like, I was thinking about this yesterday because I want to do a video on, you know how I always talk about how I can never recommend what printer you buy. because I need more info. I kind of want to do just a general, I did one of these videos before where I told people to stop buying shitty cheap Enders as their first 3D printer. And that video did pretty okay. So I'm thinking of doing kind of a sequel to that video where I just kind of go over things you should keep in mind when buying a printer, and don't actually recommend one, but just kind of like keep these things in mind when you're buying a printer. And part of it was going to be, these were some printers that were released this year to keep an eye on. And then I'm realizing there were really no printers this year that I wholeheartedly go, this is a printer you should totally jump out and buy right now. The only big release this year that I actually like was a new printer that was at least somewhat like capable was the FL Sun S1, and I wouldn't recommend that printer. So it's kind of like, what else was there this year? Now, to be fair, I don't really do reviews of commercial off-the-shelf machines. And you guys know I prefer the more DIY stuff. Was the Mark IV S a good release? It was, but it was more a continuation of the Mark IV. The Mark IV S is just an improved Mark IV, which came out last year. It's more of a refinement. It's not like a true new model, right? Wow, this, come on. That doesn't want to come off. Come on. This freaking ground cable. Well, I gotta unscrew it anyways. Might as well. Yeah, well, no, and I'm talking consumer machines, okay? I'm not talking DIY machines. I'm talking off-the-shelf machines, because there's been some pretty good DIY stuff. Like, you know, you got the positron, there's a Rook kit. There's always cool stuff in the DIY scene. I'm talking like consumer commercial off-the-shelf. SV08, honestly, a Temu Voron V2, it didn't impress me. I mean, I did a video where I said I couldn't review it because it wasn't done yet. So it's kind of like, Okay. So you go there. You go there. You come out of this. Oh, gotta take the knob off. There we go. Okay, so this is the good one. So this we can put in here. Isn't it? No, it actually has absolutely nothing in common with a Voron other than the kinematics. Like, saying it's a Voron is like saying, you know, my Toyota Corolla is a Honda Civic, because they both have 4 tires and an engine. You know, I drive a Subaru. It's not really a Voron. It's not. It's not. The Cheedy X Plus 4. I never looked at it, because I had their previous machines, and it just felt more of the same. Releases this year just kind of felt more of the same. Like, just kind of like, oh, we kind of improved on what we had last year by a little bit. That was our thing this year. I don't know, it just didn't feel like there were any big ticket. Like, think about it. 2023, we had the Mark IV was released, the Prusa XL was released. The Bamboo A1 series came out, or at least one of them did. 2022 was a year of Bamboo with their releases, and they let's admit, we can fully admit they did really good with those releases. So it's like, compared to previous years, this year was just kind of like, for printer releases. There wasn't anything really like, put it this way, there is no machines that came out this year that I would recommend wholeheartedly over a machine that came out over previous years. The K2 Plus, is that even out? Like, haven't they delayed that a bunch? Like, and is the K2 Plus that much better than a K1 Plus? Like, there was nothing that really broke the mold this year. Nothing came out, I think, this year that really, like, leaped 3D printing ahead, at least on the consumer level, by too much, I don't think. It was, I won't say disappointing, it just kind of like, it would have been better if some more cooler stuff had come out. You use a short USB? Yeah, I Amazon ordered a bunch. I ordered a bunch of stuff off Amazon. Nothing showed up. I don't know. Is there like a holiday going on with Amazon? All my orders are taking freaking forever to come in. Seems people like it. Okay. Has a 90% chance of leaning at the front. Yeah, that's a problem with Crealities. Like, I don't recommend people buy first-gen Creality products. There are different combinations, some of the most common. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's... I'm not saying I'm getting kind of, like, disheartened with the current state of 3D printing at home, but it just seems like we've now become where it's like a new Apple release, where it's like, hey, it's the same thing as last year with a slightly better camera. Hey, it's the same printer as last year, only, you know, it's slightly bigger and the enclosure's a bit better. Like, I think we've, I don't know. It's not as exciting. Not as exciting this year. 3D printing this year, at least on the consumer level. Don't get me wrong, there's always cool stuff going on with the DIY stuff, because the DIY stuff, we don't have to worry about profit margins. You just put out a kit that's like, yeah, the kit's $400. If you want to build it, build it. If you don't, you don't, whatever. Cool, it's a fun machine, have fun. Like that. More maturity. I'll be honest, I think we've really plateaued with what you can do. Like, think about it. What more can you do with an at-home 3D printer? It's like any real improvement you're going to see over the next little bit, I think, is mostly just going to be quality of life and ease of use stuff. Like, I don't think we're going to be having, like, the big leap we had with, like, for example, Bamboo coming out with the AMS system. Okay, sorry about popping around. I don't think we're going to see, like, what we had with Bamboo, where Bamboo came onto the scene. Okay, what's going on with my... Oh, jeez. That's horrible. Sorry. There. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see what we saw where, like, Bamboo came out with the X1 and completely, like, changed things up. I don't think we're going to see that anymore. I'm just making sure the new screen works. There we go. Okay. Hey, look, I fixed it. Oh, wait. Okay, so this guy's good. So I fixed the Mark IV. The Mark IV is fixed. So now we got to do some soldering, which means I don't know if I have any solder sucking ability. That's something I got to figure out. Because we got to get some soldering going here. So I'll put you there for now. Okay, sorry, I keep screwing up the mic. There we go. Only thing can be ground bacon. It also means it's expensive. Maybe next year with Bamboo. I honestly don't know what Bamboo's cooking up. I don't know if they're trying to hype something up more than they... Because think about it. Whatever they've been working on is delayed. And I highly doubt it has anything to do with the lawsuit that's ongoing with Stratasys. Simply for the fact that, like... I don't think they would delay it. I don't... Wow, my mic is audio crap today. The mic does not want to sit right. It just seems very... I don't know. Like, I really got a feeling their next release is literally just going to be a bigger XL. It might be IDEX. That's it. Hopefully they figure out how to enclose it better so it can actually hold a proper chamber chip. But I mean, like, there hasn't, like... What could they come out with that would break the game? Because I highly doubt they'll come out with a tool changer. Like, I have a tool changer. I have a Prusa XL. Tool changing is not something that is easy and cheap. It's complicated and annoying. And especially when it comes to, like, calibrating and tuning it, you have to kind of know what you're doing. And I think Bamboo, with their market segment of trying to be the printer for everyone that's super easy to use and you never have to worry about anything, trying to take a tool changer and make that do what Bamboo market audience wants is going to be very interesting, I think. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, if they manage to make a cheap tool changer that works good for them. But it just, I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting. I don't think they'll do resin. Resin is too toxic. Resin is too toxic. Like, I honestly, I don't think resin has a place. And also, the material, like resin itself, resin 3D prints are nowhere near as usable as FDM prints. Like, resin prints are really good for visual prototypes and prop stuff and whatnot, or like, you know, you don't want to pay the blood money to Games Workshop for your D&D or Warhammer figures. Like, resin has its place, but nobody's building printers out of resin parts. Like resin, at-home resin is very niche compared to at-home FDM. It's just one of those things. Okay, so first things first, we have two things we're gonna do here. I think I know how I'm gonna fix this. Hopefully I didn't lose the thing I was gonna use. Where did I put it? Is this it? Yeah, here we go. So the goal is, for those that don't know what happened, I broke the pads off this. So let's zoom in. Hi, Steve. Everyone say hi, Steve. Okay, so I tried fixing this already. It didn't work. So what I'm gonna have to do is remove this USB port because I ripped the pads off. And what we're gonna try and do is basically use this USB extension here and just solder the wires on, and then I'm gonna put this somewhere else. That's kind of the plan. So first things first is I've got to get the pad off this. So let me see if I have a solder sucker or something. I've got solder. I don't think I have a solder sucker. I did order some stuff, but Amazon won't deliver anything till Wednesday or Thursday, which is not good. Normally they're like next day. So I don't know what's going on with Amazon. So what is there a trick for getting solder off stuff other than just, you know, the way I'm probably gonna have to do it, where it's just gonna take forever? I have solder wick. I'm all out of solder wick. That's my problem. I had a bunch of solder wick and I'm all out of it. That's my problem. That's my problem. Stranded copper wire. Yeah, that's what I'm probably gonna have to do. I'm just gonna use some extra stranded wire I have as the solder wick. I have a whole bunch of it here. So we'll just use that. Just DIY some solder wick. Also, it probably would help if I had a bunch of flux, but it is what it is. Any metal and braided? Yeah. Okay. Do I have flux? I should have flux. What the flux? I had a big tube of flux and I don't know where it might be downstairs. Are you flux? No, you're not flux. I mean, I think I have flux in here. What the flux? What the flux? Maybe I don't have flux. Shoot. I got a propane torch. Can I use a propane torch? Yeah, let me, well, this is, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Oh, by the way, for those wondering, this is how the Rook came out on the Rook that we printed the other day. Are you hot? Assuming you're hot. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. Okay. Are you actually hot? No, you're not hot. That's why. Jeez. I'm like, why aren't you working? There we go. There we go. Okay. So let's. So the problem is a lot of this is unleaded solder, which is kind of crap. So let's just do that. See if this works. That kind of works. Kind of works. Kind of works. Totally not in frame at all. Sorry. Let's do something really complicated, not on screen. Try not to actually touch the screen. That would be bad. Quit cooling down. I don't know why it keeps cooling down. There we go. There we go. So what I'm also tempted to do is just cut them off. Yeah, I should just be able to cut the tabs, right? This is going to be a scuff stream. It is going to be one of those streams, I think. Paper towel cam. Best camera. The best camera. Only the best. Come on. There we go. Come on. Melt, melt. This is not working at all. This is not working at all. This is not working at all. I mean, on the bright side, worst case scenario, it's already broken. I can't break it any more than I think I did already. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's broke, but it's already broke. So worst case scenario, you can't break it any more than it is, right? Right? That's logic, right? Wish I had flux. You know what? I'm gonna just go check for flux. I'll be back in a second. I'm pretty sure I have some downstairs. Let me go take a look. Let me go down on an adventure. Adventure. This is an adventure. What the flux? Where is my flux? Are you flux? No, you're not flux. You're grease. What about in here? What about in here? What about in my bin of things I don't know what's in the bin? Are you flux? No, you're not flux. No, no, nope, you're not there. Nope. What about in here? Nope. What about in here? Nope. What about up here? Nope. What about over there? Nope. How do I not have... Where did my flux go? I had a big thing of flux. Uh-oh. This is gonna be bad. What the flux? What the flux? What the flux? Yes, I'm going to say flux. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. I'm talking to myself. Am I talking to myself? I think I'm talking to myself. Yeah, I'm talking to myself. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Nope, nope. Nope, nope. Nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, stab myself. Ow, that hurt. Nope. Are you flux? Nope, nope. No, 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 no. Found an electric screwdriver though. Cool. Flux over here. Maybe in here. Do we have flux in here? Nope, stab myself again. Ow. No, nope, nope, no. Well, I just turned something on. Nope. Shoot! Are you flux? What are you? What are you? Drug facts. Oh, you're hand sanitizer. Nope. Nope, no flux. I had some. Where did I put it? Oh, this is gonna bug me now. This is gonna bug me because I had some down here. Oh, this is gonna bug me now. Well, time to add more stuff to the cart. What about over here? What about over here? What about over here? Do I have some over here? Come on, really? 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 Nope. Nope. Dang it. Dang it. Oh. That's disappointing. Hey, puppy. That's disappointing. That's disappointing. I had some. That's the thing. I don't know where I put it. That's the other thing. Like, how do you... I've got grease. Yeah, I don't know where I put it. I had some. This is gonna bug me now, because I had some flux. I had flux and solder wick. I knew the solder wick was mostly empty, so I'm pretty sure I threw it out. It was old and mostly empty, but I had a big syringe tube of flux. Oh well. What's happening? We're trying to fix a broken USB port. Well, unfortunately, to do it, I have to like remove it. And to remove it, I need to desolder pads. And to desolder pads, I need to remove solder. And to remove solder, I need the right tools that I don't have, because I thought I had it, but I don't. So. So we're trying to make like solder wick essentially. So at least that has flux in it. Yeah, see, it's not... I was hoping I could just use extra wire, but it's not absorbing it. Yeah, see, that's not working like solder wick. Maybe thinner wire. Or bigger wire, maybe? Just regular stranded copper wire, maybe? Come on. Oh, we are totally mangling this. This is getting completely mangled. I'm sorry. Oh, there we go. There we go. Nope, that's not working at all. This is horrible. I am sorry, guys. I am totally butchering this. Okay, you know what? Copper mesh wick is the way to... Yeah, but the problem is I don't have it. I thought I had some, but I didn't. I thought I did, but I didn't. Wire shorter. Okay, let's try something different. It's kind of working. This is kind of working. This wire might work. This wire might work. Andrew Rogers, $10 for the Make It Easy on Yourself and Order a New Screen fund. Here's the thing. I can order a new screen. In fact, I'm pretty sure my Prusa rep just kind of offered to send me one. But if I can fix it, I can fix it, right? I'd rather fix it. I'd rather fix it. Like that's what I'd rather do. I'd personally rather fix it. Plus, it gives us something to do on stream today. There we go. There we go. Okay. So the broken USB pad is off. So now, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. So we've got 2 good pads, it looks like. Got 2 good pads. Trying to clear off all this extra gunk here. There we go. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that pad's gone. Quit getting cold. Why do you keep getting cold? I might have to actually replace this finally. There we go. Okay, so all the pads are clean now. So here's what we have. Here's what we have. Let's get a little ISO on this, get it cleaned, so we can see what we're working with. Okay, so this is what we're working with here. So USB is 4 cables. The USB-A, like your standard USB that we use, is 4 cables. So we're missing 2 pads. 2 of the pads are ripped right off. So the question is, how do we replace those? How do we replace those? So one of these, so as far as I'm aware, the way it works on USB, there's 4 pads here. We're missing, I don't know which one's which. That's the problem. We got to look up the USB spec here. Let's look up the USB spec. Because you have positive, negative, data plus, data minus. So you only need to wire on 4 wires. So USB plug spec. Images. Okay. So, according to this, so where did I put that USB plug that I took off? Okay. So according to this, if I'm assuming it's a standard across the board, it's USB, right? So USB is going to be USB. So if I'm looking at this like that, this far one here is ground. So if I'm looking at my USB port, and if I have the filler part at the top, ground, positive, negative VCC. Okay. So looking at this, again, the little spacer at the top, ground, positive, negative VCC. So my ground pad is missing and my data negative is missing. So ground is easy because I can just connect to one of these. These are grounds. They're all grounds, right? Let me get the multimeter out. Get my really crappy outdated multimeter out because I can't find my good one. Continuity. Where's continuity? There we go. help if I plug them in. Are you continuity? No, you're continuity. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, the continuity on this one doesn't beep. So if I'm looking at this, okay, we're looking at this. So these are ground. So these should all be connected. Yeah, ground, ground. Now, yeah, so that's not ground. So that would be VCC. So I need to find something else just to verify that that's VCC. Yep, that's VCC. Yeah, because this is going to let power go through. So yeah, so that's VCC, because this shouldn't be ground. Yeah, yeah. So this is ground. So I can solder onto one of these. So there's my ground. There's my VCC. There's my positive. So the problem is I need to find something for data negative. Now I'm looking at this. There are little probe points here. Okay, let's get this clean. I'm thinking I could scrape away some of the masking and solder to the trace. If I can follow the trace, I can just find somewhere where the trace is available, scratch the masking, and solder to that. Looks like right there. It looks like, zoom in. I love how much I can zoom in with this. So looking at this, wow, that's, okay, let's do this. So if we're looking at this, so again, so that's ground, positive, VCC. So this is the only pad we need to find. So right here, it looks like there's a trace that comes off here and goes to here. I have a little bit of silver here, but I don't think that's actually connected to anything. There is like, let me see if I can, what's the easiest way to scrape this off? Use a knife? Should I be using a knife for this or something? Use my tweezers. I see shiny. I might have screwed that up. Okay, I think the problem is my eyes suck. My eyes suck at this. Like I mean, you just need a little bit, right? Oh. Okay. Okay, I didn't scratch the ground plane, so we're good there. Okay, we're good. So there we go. So that's connected, I think. Okay, so I scratched it in two spots. I scratched it closer to where the pad was and then at a probe point. That way I could at least make sure it's connected. So now let's get this kind of ready. So I don't think the actual, what's left of the pad is actually connected to anything. Because that's connected, but the pad itself, it does look like it's connected, actually. Okay, and not connected to ground, so we're not shorted to ground anywhere. Okay, so let's actually put a little bit of solder on here, just so we actually have something to work with. Trying to bridge the bad to the run just to make it a little bit. You go there. There we go. And it's connected. Okay. Deep inhale. Well, yeah, the fumes, right? The flux helps things flow. So by inhaling the fumes, the air flows better into my lungs, right? Okay. So now we cut the USB cable open. Where did I put it? It's not. I have too many cables on my desk. Are you part of it? There we go. So this is literally just a random Logitech USB extender that I've had for a while. I'm hoping it works. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. I mean, again, everything's already broken. It's already broken. So it's not like, you know, we're already at worst case scenario. It's already broken. So I'm really banking on the fact that the colors for the USB on this are consistent. I'm really banking on the fact that the USB colors on this are going to be consistent. Where like what they are labeled as are what they are labeled as. Wow, these are the thinnest cables. Come on, strip. There we go. There we go. Use a multimeter to verify. I probably should. Probably should. 1 second. Phone's going off. Oh, thank you, YouTube, for letting me know I'm live. It's always good to know when I'm live. Okay, let's tin these wires up. There we go. Oh. There we go. Okay. So let's double check. Let's double check. Can I fit that in there? I think I can. So this should be ground. That should be 1 second here. So this is gonna be annoying. This is gonna be annoying. Trying to pin these out. It's like you're ground. Okay. So that means you should be VCC. On that side. Yeah, you're VCC. Okay. And now, which one would be D plus? USB cable color. USB cable color. Green would be data minus. Which, if I remember correctly, should be the one next to VCC. Should be that guy. No, that's backwards. We might have this backwards on this one. That's green is data plus on this one. That means white is data minus. Hopefully this isn't like a TX RX thing. I'm assuming it's not a TX RX thing. Yeah, white is data minus. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So red, white, green, black. Red, white, green, black. Red, white, green, black. On the bright side, as long as you get ground and negative good, if you mix up positive and minus, it just don't work. Like, as long as you don't really screw it up to the point where it's like, hey, you've, as long as you're not shorting to ground, essentially, you're pretty good for the most part. You kind of, so let's do this. Okay. Okay. So red, white, green, black. Red, white, green, black. Red, white, green, black. Okay. Red. This is where it gets interesting. White. Come on. Ah, shoot, come on. Get it. I hate being a klutz and having like no fine motor skills for this kind of stuff. Okay. Green, and then black could just be ground is ground. There you go. Okay. So I think we're good there. Yeah, oh yeah, we'll secure it properly once we know it's actually working. But for now, we can at least verify that it's actually somewhat working. Let's take a look now. Off. Make some room here. Turn you off. Okay. So if all goes well here, this should work. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to super glue it. If this works, we are super gluing it. Do you actually need the ground for this to work? Like, why plugging this stupid screen in is always hard for me. I'm assuming you need the ground. I'm just gonna. Why is my phone going off? Oh. Nope, not that side. Oh, here, we'll just do this. There you go, ground through ground. There you go. That's grounded. Okay. Okay, so now plug it in and see what we get. See what we get. So plug you in. Turn you on. Okay. So the screen's working. Okay, so screen's working. So we know that. So the printer's on. So it's saying no USB. When I plug in the USB stick, it should show USB stick. No USB. Okay. Let me just try a different USB stick just in case. I don't know if this one's good. I have a feeling we're gonna have to swap the white and the red around. Yeah, I got a feeling we're gonna have to swap the white and the red around. So, what we shall do now, double check one more time with a known good USB stick. Yeah, nothing on the USB. Okay, so turn this off. So we're gonna swap the two cables around. Let's swap the two cables around. See how that works. Okay. Oh, I love these OmniFixos. As somebody who doesn't have the finest motor skills, these OmniFixos are a godsend when it comes to this kind of work. Though I do need to make a new cable for this. Okay, so so how we're gonna do this now? Over there. Put a little bit of flux on this, or a little bit of solder on this. Oops, sorry. There we go. Okay, so now give me green guy. Oh, it's got to bend down, bend down. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's try it again. Try it again. Now, if this doesn't work, then we're in for some trouble, because then it's a little bit more involved, I think, if this doesn't work. I'm hoping this works. I'm hoping we do this and we're good. Be really nice if we just do this. Ground is ground. In here. Okay, so now turn you on. I'm hoping this works. I'm hoping this works. I'm hoping this works. Okay. So the printer's on, no USB, and when I plug this in, no USB. Okay, let me try a known good USB stick. Nothing. Okay, so that's not good. That's not good. Let me get the multimeter. Sure, we are getting voltage. So let's put you on ground and put you over here so you guys can see it on camera. I'm not getting 5 volts. Why am I not getting 5 volts? Should I be getting 5 volts? I should be getting 5 volts, right? Would it only be doing 5 volts if there is a USB port, a USB plugged in? So you say do a pin sweep, and I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, so it should be constant 5 volts. Yeah, I'm not getting 5 volts on the why am I not getting 5 volts? Yeah, see, I'm not getting 5 volts on the 5 volt. It's saying no USB. Yeah, we're getting nothing. That's ground. Oh, okay, we're getting voltage there. Nothing there. Okay, maybe this one isn't ground. Second. Continuity. No, they're connected. why is it when I put this there and that there, I'm getting just under 2 volts. If I connect it to this pad, okay, I'm getting 2 volts. Okay, I'm getting 2 volts. But we need more than 2 volts. Why are we only getting 2 volts? Can't do continuity when live. Oh, good point. Turn that off. Yeah, whoa, jeez. Garage door just opened on me. You're right, maybe it isn't, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna have to tap into that. Maybe I'm gonna have to tap into the ground. 1 second here. Let's try that. Let's try this. Yeah, it may not, yeah. So I may have, did you catch a caterpillar?
No.
What'd you get? You gave me some leaves to catch caterpillars? Oh, you want me to catch caterpillars now? I don't have any caterpillars, unfortunately, Calvin. Maybe I will print some for you. Oh, here we go. You want a turtle? No? Okay, Daddy will print some caterpillars for you. Here you go. Take that inside. Okay. Okay, so I got to find a caterpillar to print apparently now. Okay, so what connects this? I need a, because there's 2 little tabs here. Like that's the thing. I don't really have anything. Is there anything on the bottom? I don't know where's a probe point for this. Like I got a probe point here, but I don't see a trace connecting it. I've got 2 little spurs here that might be what's left of the pad, but I don't know if that actually connects to anything.
Butterfly too.
Okay, I will print you a butterfly and a caterpillar, but you got to go inside. Daddy's working. Okay. You got to go inside though. So I figure if they connect to each other, okay, we might be okay. Maybe, I don't know if you can see the ittiest bittiest of pads there, but we might be able to solder to that. Because these 2 things are connected. I don't know if you could see. There's 2 itty bitty traces there. And they are connected. So maybe I can solder to them. We'll see. Well, the screw hole checks ground, but the thing is, it might not be like the ground that I need for this. It might just be ground, like a safety ground. It might not be connected to the negative. Like there's nothing there to solder to though. Like it's so small. Let me see if I can find a probe point that I could solder to instead. I've got this big run here, but I don't know what that connects to. If this probe point connects to it, I can use that at least. Because I know these 2 are connected. Okay. That's not the ground plane. Yeah, so that I can solder to that probe point right there. So let's okay. This is are you guys having fun today? I know today's stream is this is not what we normally do. But this is definitely something I'm learning. I'm learning. If I can solder to it though, that's the problem. Can't get solder to stick to it. Like you can see the little silver. You can see the copper pad there. I just got to get copper to actually, or solder to stick to it. Stick to the pad, come on. It won't stick to the pad. Like this is and your hands are shaking. Dario, hi, congratulations. You're the first one today to point out the genetic condition I've had my entire life. Yes, I'm aware. I'm trying to figure out why it's not I always love when people like no offense, like I know you probably didn't mean it in malicious intent, but I'm like, you're watching it in camera. My eyes are right here. I can see what I'm doing. You don't need to point out that, oh wow, you're shaking. Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that I suffer from essential tremors and it's a medically diagnosed condition I've had my entire life. I did not know that. Thank you, random YouTube commenter, for pointing out the thing that's 6 inches in front of my face. Thank you. Thank you. Why won't this? I'm assuming that I got to pump a ton of heat because this is a trace and a board, right? I'm just trying to get it to, it just will not bite the copper. It just won't. I'm trying to think, how can I do this? Just trying to think why I can't get this to, I don't know if it's like a genetic trait, but it's called an essential tremor. That's the actual like condition is what it's called, is essential tremors. Burn out the trace. Yeah, I know I can burn out the trace. The problem is how do I get it to actually stick? Like what here, let me try this. Let's solder on the wire. And then if we just kind of put it on top. There we go. That works. That's holding-ish. Okay, I don't know. If it works, it works. Okay. So. Plug that in, ground in. I don't know how important having the ground is, but put that there. You go there, plug this in. See what we get. See what we get. If it's any kind of a lot worse than yeah, the fun part is still qualified marksman. Still qualified marksman when I was in the Army a couple times. Not every year, but a couple years I qualified. Okay, no USB. And now, no USB. Shit. Okay, so it's still not working. So now I gotta try swapping those two cables again. So now I gotta try swapping the two positive and negative cables again to see if we had it right the first time. Because this is the problem with this kind of the problem with doing this kind of fix. It's like, okay, so was it that from the beginning that was wrong or what? Shouldn't you qualify every year? No. Like how it works, at least in the Canadian Forces, is every year you had to do a weapons handling test based on your trade in the military, and then also your yeah. So you had to do a rifleman exam. And in Canada, if you're an infantry, you do what's called the PWT3, which is a rundown. And some years I qualified marksman, some years I didn't. It was just kind of like, you have to score this number to pass, this number to qualify marksman, and this number, and that's it. So some years I would pass and not qualify marksman, some years I would do. Okay, so let's try swapping these around now. Wow, there's like nothing holding these on. Jeez. Okay. So now I'm gonna have I need a drink. I think that's what I need. I think that's what we're missing out on right now. I think I need like a good stiff drink. There we go. Okay. Okay, so you go there. Ooh. No, come on. Okay, whatever. That's that. Oh my. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Let me just make sure I didn't short anything here. I'm gonna watch a less rude YouTuber. Was that rude? Like, I'm sorry. Like, hey, Dario, I'm gonna just critique something you do. Like, I've been doing this for 3+ years. It comes up often enough that it gets kind of annoying after the first 50th time. So yeah, I don't know. I personally don't go around in public and point out faults in people. I don't think you should do it online either. Like, I know it's the internet, and it's kind of like, yeah, you have that wall of anonymity. Like, okay, cool. Let's put somebody point out the fact I have a speech impediment too. You know that word, anonymous wall. So if you wouldn't say it to a person walking in the mall, like when I'm walking down the street, when I'm watching like somebody working, I don't go, hey, your hands are shaking. Like I don't do that to people. Like you don't go down, hey, you have an eye twitch. Hey, you have a muscle spasm. You don't do that to people in public. But people think it's okay to do it because now you're in a chat. Like I'm sorry, if you're gonna call out something I suffer from, I'm gonna call it out. It is what it is. It's not being rude. Like if I were to see you in person, if this was a TikTok that you were watching, where some random guy walked up to somebody at a mall who's like eating a burger and like, hey, your hands shake, and that person went up and smacked them, everyone would be like, oh yeah, you don't say that to people in person, but you doing it on YouTube because it's a chat room. It's okay to, you know, to highlight somebody's faults because it's a chat room. Don't need a ban, I'm leaving. Okay, goodbye. Take care. You have a nice day. Shake because of anxiety? Yeah, I've got that issue too. I've got bad anxiety. But y'all don't need to know my personal history or my medical history. There we go. Okay, so let's try this now. Let's try this now. Also, this isn't an airport. You don't need to announce your departure. Because now it's like, cool, you're just doing it for internet points. If you don't like something, you just, I don't, when I'm watching a show and I don't like it, I just turn the TV off. I don't go make a forum post about it. Anyways, let's try this now. Okay, so will this work now? For some reason, I don't think it will. Ah! Aha! It's alive! It's alive! Yatta! We fixed it! We fixed it! Okay, so we had the cables backwards and I had it soldered to the wrong ground. Once we had that fixed, we're good. Yes! Yes! You have no idea how happy I am I fixed it. Now we glue everything together. There we go. You know what? This deserves a good drink. You should buy some gamer subs. Use code Canuck. Save 10% off your order. Yeah, I'm sorry. A big pet peeve of mine is you can insult somebody, or you can not like somebody for many different reasons, but if you're like, I know the original person, I'm assuming, I can't remember who it was. The original person who pointed, was it Dario? I don't even know. The original person is like, oh, hey, you shake. I'm sure they didn't mean it in any offensive manner. But as somebody who has had that comment repeated to them, it's for anyone here who's worked in a grocery store or anywhere in retail where like something doesn't scan and you get the old boomer who's like, hey, I guess that must mean it's free. Or like they give you the money and they're like, careful, the ink's still wet. Like, you know, those repeated comments you constantly get that just drive you insane. Imagine that over your entire life. Imagine that over your entire life. That's kind of, I've been getting the, oh, your handshake since like grade 3. So I make it a point, if I don't like something, like I try not to point out faults in people if like I'm pretty sure it's not something they have any control over. But also, like, if you're gonna criticize somebody, don't criticize them for something they have no control over, okay? Or something like a good example, okay? I remember Naomi Wu, for those that don't know. We've had disagreements over the years. I hope she's doing well. From what I understand, she is. But like, we've had disagreements over the years. She's flamed me on Twitter a few times, but we've had fair discussions. And not once in any of our disagreements did anything regarding her appearance come up. But for some people, that's the first thing they jump to. And it's like, no, if you have to argue something and the only real point you have is like their appearance or something like that, like, you've automatically lost. You should be able to argue something based on actual tangible things and not like, oh, she dresses like this, or they speak like this, or they, you know, they shake. Like, her attitude, yeah, that's something you could criticize, but like, don't go to appearance. Don't go to appearance. Don't go to things that people have no control over, etc. Okay, simple as that. I have a speech impediment. Certain words and jumbles of letters, I can't make my mouth make those words. That's why I speak a certain way. Try to avoid those words. But also, I suffer from essential tremors. It's a medical condition. It is diagnosed, and it's something I've suffered with my entire life. What I have also suffering with is, where did I put my hot glue gun? Hot glue gun. And you were in here. I have the sticks for it. Where did I put the hot glue gun? So yeah, so don't come into my house. Okay. Oh, it's in here. Okay. There we go. Hot glue gun. You love the beard? Everyone loves the beard. I love the beard. There we go. Hot glue gun. There we go. Butane torch. I've done it before. I'm not gonna lie, I have used the stick and a lighter before. Don't mind if others are. Rudeness and disrespect are way different from rude people care. Yeah, like, I'll admit, you guys probably know, I'm a bit snarky. That's just how I grew up. That's just, I don't know. Anyone from my area knows everyone's kind of quippy and snarky. Like, it's just kind of, you grew up here, you kind of are. It's just, I don't know, regional thing. Just, you know, it's a regional. But like, yeah, I'm a bit snarky and quippy, but it's like, I'm okay with receiving snarky, quippy comments as long as they're within reason. As long as you're, you know, bringing it up in a way that, you know, banter. I'm okay with banter. I am Canadian. I am Canadian, eh? It's like, we're super fun and happy and we say sorry. Also, Canada's the reason a lot of war crimes exist. So it's like, there's two sides to every coin. In combat robots, we have a pot of electronics and hot glue before heat shrinking. Oh, we used to have, when I worked in the tool shop, do I still have any? We had a always hot tin of paraffin wax that we would dip like tools in. Like, anytime you had like an end mill and you wanted to throw it in your toolbox and you want like it to get chipped, you would dip it in the wax. Yeah, we had fun with that. Okay, let's get this cleaned. Do I have a little brush for this? Where I gotta bring out, I gotta go shopping. I am running out of so many of like the little like acid etching brushes and like little stuff that I used to have a ton of that I'm like running low on. Yeah. Let me clean this off. What is the average temperature in here with all these printers? It depends on the time of the year. Right now it is fall. It is 22 degrees Celsius and I have no active heating or cooling in the garage right now. So if you want to I'm going to take a picture of it. If you want to check out my soldering job, there you go. There's the soldering job. Take a picture. There we go. So there you go. They say we're your sponsor, Gamersup. What?
I want a sandwich.
You want a sandwich? I, I will print you a caterpillar, but what do you want me to do about a sandwich?
Oh, you gave me one.
Little kid. Apparently he wanted an apple, and then he didn't want anything else. He was full. And then as soon as my wife sat down to eat, he's like, I want a sandwich. And she's like, I'm eating now. So he ran out here for me to make a sandwich. Okay, let's cover this in hot snot. Yeah, this is, let me get one more picture to verify that I can somewhat do what I'm somewhat doing. Good God, that's ugly. That is ugly. There we go. There we go. Let that dry. Hopefully it'll still fit in the case. Where did I put the case for this? There's that one. There's that one. There's this one. There's this one. Pictures going on the Discord. Here. I will do that right now. I will put the pictures on the Discord right now. We will go to the live stream channel. Boom, boom. There you go. There you go. Hot glues, everything, printer stops working. It better still work. It's gonna be annoying if yeah. So for those wondering, there we go. So this one is soldered to VCC. This is, I tried to solder it to what was left of the pad and the little area we scratched off. This one's soldered to the pad. And then this one is soldered to the area we scratched off. But silver tape, wouldn't that be bad because it would make it all conductive and whatnot? Wouldn't that be bad? Okay, so now, how does this work again? This goes, help if I put this on the right way. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut this. I have to modify this to, because we don't have a USB port anymore. There we go. Oh yeah, this ain't gonna fit at all. Okay, we're gonna have to do a bit of modifying. Oh, I should probably unplug the hot iron. He's like, I don't need that much hot glue. Here. There we go. There we go. By the way, I'm starving right now. I made pizza yesterday. I made homemade pizza. Oh, so good. I'm secretly hoping my wife doesn't take it to work today for lunch so I can have it for an after stream snack. There we go. Done that a few times. It's like, oh, I can't wait to have this for leftovers, and then it's like, no, my wife took it to work. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. What are you still catching on? Problem is I put so much hot glue, I think I'm like holding it up in certain areas, but I think we're okay there. I think we're okay there. Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now I can put this back together. By the way, this is an official, is this an official Prusa? I can't remember if I printed these from Prusa or if these came with the kit. I can't remember. Oh shoot, I forgot to put this in. 1 second here. Forgot this one. Has to go in all funky like. There we go. As much as I like silver screws, the fact that they're not magnetic is kind of annoying at times. Will an M3 screw of any type do with a rook? Yeah. The BOM recommends button heads, but for the most part, you could probably get wire with socket heads for most of it. There might be some clearance issues. That's the only thing to keep in mind when you try to, like, sometimes they recommend a specific screw type for clearance reasons. So if you deviate from that, it might not work. That's something you kind of have to keep in mind and pay attention to. Is if you deviate from BOM for like screw, not so much screw head type, screw length is something you got to worry about. But it's not something I would really. You'd probably be okay with whatever you go with, for the most part. Yeah, you'd be okay. I'm looking at my other rook kit, and most of those screws look like they're button heads or socket heads. Yeah, you're probably okay. You're probably okay. It might just be a cosmetic thing. Excuse me while I scratch the hell out of my desk. I can't believe we actually fixed this. Well, I'm not calling it fixed until it's actually all back together and it's working. That's kind of the thing. It's like, I don't trust it to be fixed until it's all back together and it's working. Then I will call it fixed. While I fiddle with this stupid screw that's not magnetic. Okay, you go through there. Okay. Bloody hell. Nope, nope. Okay, you know what? Hey, buddy, you gotta go inside. What do you want?
But do you fit the robot?
I will. Okay, but go back inside, and Daddy will do that. Daddy's fixing it. Then he'll print you something. Can you go inside?
I want the wand.
There we go.
And I want to get on the spool.
There we go. Okay. No, can you leave all that alone? You gotta go inside. There we go. Okay. As most M3 screw kits don't come with 18. Yeah, it's an uncommon size. If you look at like the Voron kits, whenever we design a Voron, we always try to use the same screws. So that way it's not an issue. Calvin, I can see you. Buddy, I can see you. Okay, but you gotta go inside. Daddy doesn't want you out here right now. Hey. 1 second. I'm gonna have to start locking the door when I go live. Screws in bulk. What I did, I haven't done it in a while because I got so many screws I got to put away. I went on AliExpress and bought Voron kits. I bought like 2, like just the cheapest Voron screw kits that I could buy on AliExpress. And I just threw them in an acro bin. So now I have like, well, I used to, not anymore, but I used to have like all the screw sizes you need to build a Voron on hand. And I still do, it's just not as organized as it used to be. But I did that a while ago because there was like an AliExpress store that had like, you could buy like a screw kit for a Voron for like 40 bucks. So it was like all the screws you need to build a Voron V2. I bought 2 of those. So I knew I had enough screws to build a Voron V2 at least. So I figured, hey, I got enough extra screws for whatever. And that was a couple of years ago and I'm like just running out of a few sizes now. So. Print a caterpillar on the Pantheon. Well, I won't because there's no real good color. Okay. There we go. Okay, so the screen's on. Flip this up. So, put the knob back on. So the plan is for this USB stick, let me just make sure it works and then we'll put more gloop in it. And by gloop, I mean glue. And then I'm gonna zip tie it to the frame. That's gonna be the plan. Let me just double check here. Where did I put that? I got 2 USB drives here. One of them's the right one. Okay, I think this is the one I want to use. So I think this one. The fact that it works, I'm so happy that it works. You have no idea how happy I am that I fixed that. So what I'm going to do is I want to have this come under here and just zip tie it like. Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. Is there room under here for that? I don't think there's room in there to do that. No, there's not enough room to do that. I do want it to come up and basically, I'm just gonna zip tie it like this. Wow, that's a great camera angle, guys. Why didn't you tell me? I'm just gonna have it come like this. So, hopefully, it doesn't have to come out anytime soon. Let that dry for a bit. Ah, I touched the hot glue, it's hot. Ah. Hot glue is hot. Yes. You know what? You know what's going to work really good right here? What's going to work really good right here? Find where I put it. Hopefully I put it away somewhere smart. Later. Someone is being a butt today. Someone is being a butt today. Where'd I put my doubles? Oh, here it is. Like, where'd I put my double-sided tape? Oh, I'm gonna use VHP. Good old VHP. Everyone likes VHP. Do you like VHP? Of course you do. If you tell me right now, I don't like VHP, you're lying. Everyone likes VHP tape. It is the best tape in the world. It's very high bond. Not just high bond tape. Very high bond. Pretty sure I'm putting tape somewhere where it won't even work because it's going to be on a gap, but whatever. And I didn't clean this before putting the tape on, so of course it's not going to stick too well, but whatever. Tweezers. There we go. Okay. So, I'll put you right about there. Okay. And then put you through here. Put you through there. Need one more. Right up front here, just to keep that out of the way. Hopefully this doesn't, actually, I might have goofed. This is gonna catch. There we go. That won't catch now. That we're good. That's gonna catch. How much clearance do I have? Yeah, that's gonna catch. That's gonna catch. That ain't gonna work. I think we're gonna be relying just on the VHP on that. 1 second. I don't know if we have enough clearance. Oh, we do. We do. We do. We got enough clearance. We got enough clearance. We're good. There we go. Yep, we're good. We're good. It clears. It clears, Clarence. It clears, Clarence. We're good. Okay. So now. Oh yeah, the printer's been on the whole time. Let me get a flex plate on this. We're gonna use. Ooh. Which one are you? Ooh. Textured. We'll go with textured on this one. Why textured? Because I don't think I have any more satin plates. Okay, so you go on there. You go there. So now I need a USB stick to put in this. So now the USB stick on this is over here. Ha ha! You have no idea how happy I am that I actually fixed this. You have no idea how happy I am. I could have sworn I goofed it. I could have sworn I goofed it and broke it. I was this close to going, yeah, I broke it. It's dead. Okay, let's see. You're gonna go here. You're gonna go there. What did you do to break it? I explained it at the beginning of the stream. I will reenact it one more time for those that are curious. But TLDR, be very careful when you're slamming down spools of filament on a desk, essentially. Because, hey, there might be a printer there. There we go. Yeah, so what happened was the original USB stick stuck out the side, like right here. And what happened was I literally had the printer like this. And I was going through, I keep a few bins down here with filament in it, like just boxes of filament. And I pulled out a bin because I was looking for a spool of PETG to print on here because I was using the other machines I was using. So I'm like kneeling down here while I'm going through boxes of filament and just putting them up here. And I literally just like grabbed a box of filament and went like, oh, that's not it, and went like that. But I went like that right on the USB stick. So I just went crunch and just crunched it, essentially. I heard the snap and I'm like, uh-oh. But this was the Mark IV. So the first thing we did was, hey, I don't use my 3.5 as much as my Mark IV. Let's take the screen that we know works in the 3.5 and put in the Mark IV. That way the Mark IV is good to go. So the Mark IV is back to being stock. But on this one, it's like, okay, how are we going to do this? So what we did was we soldered on a USB extension cable to the pads, or what was left of the pads on the board. So now this machine is has a side USB port now, which is actually a really nice spot for it because now it's out of the way. Let me get this on my home network. Is this on my home network? It should be on my home network. It's on my home network system. Which is this machine part of? I don't think I have this machine on my Prusa Connect. Prusa Connect. Shut up, CIBC. Mamu, OG Joe. No, I don't have this one. Add a printer. It's connected. It's a... This should work on settings, network, Prusa Connect, enable Prusa Connect, status, add printer to connect. This should be on my home network. Registration code failed. How to fix it. Follow the instructions. Connect, registration failed. Get post. Oh, I don't think I'm on the... No, I should be on the network. Error. No, I am on the Wi-Fi. Yeah, I'm on Wi-Fi. So why won't you connect to Prusa Connect? Load credentials, set up Wi-Fi module. No, you're connected. Prusa Connect. Enabled. Add printer to connect. No, it's Wi-Fi is connected. Just not. Can you add a 3.5? No. Yeah, it's connected to Wi-Fi. Yeah. It's giving me the registration Prusa Connect failed TLS error. TLS error. Leave. Okay, it's Mark 4. Settings, add printer to connect. Restart it maybe? Yeah, I might have to update the firmware. You know what? Let's do that. Prusa, Mark 3.5. Yeah, you know what? The firmware is probably way out of date. Firmware. Let's do that. Firmware. 3.5 firmware, download. Cut. Paste. And then I'm pretty sure you just put it in power cycle. It's an old firmware. Yeah. Oh, geez. Yeah, the USB port's over here now. Okay. Okay, turn you off. 1, 2, 10, turn you on. Yeah, we're on 2.3. Yeah, oh yeah, we're outdated. Flash. Let's update the firmware. So we'll get this up and running. What time are we at? Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to end the stream soon. So we'll get it printing and then we'll call it there. So we'll get this going. We'll print something and then we'll call it. This is just TH3D bed adhesion stuff. I find it works pretty good for a claw. Okay. You. Haha. Updating bootloader. There we go. What do we need to call this machine something. I need a name for this Prusa. I don't have a name for this one. All my other Prusas have names. This one doesn't have a name. I need a name. Chat, give me a name. Frankenstein's too long. Yes, we're gonna print a caterpillar. Kludge Mac 4. Flashing ESP. I gotta wait for all this to go through. US Busa. US Bet. McDongle. Dongle works. We're gonna call it Dongle. It's gonna be Dongle. Dongle works. It is now Dongle. What do I think of the Rook and the 100? I like the Rook more than the 100 because the Rook knows what it is. And then don't forget, we are going to be doing a giveaway soon. So if you haven't entered for your chance to win some filament from Polymaker, link in the video description. So get in on that. Okay, network. So we are on the Wi-Fi. Prusa Connect. Add printer to connect. Registering a printer to connect. Okay. Registering the printer to connect. We're waiting on that. Okay, scan the QR code. Printer name, we are going to call you Dongle. Location, garage. Finish. View printers. There we go. Leave. Okay. Do you want to board? No. Okay, you're connected. Yeah, there you go. Registration success. There we go. Sweet. Okay, so now filament. Unload filament. So we need to print a caterpillar. What color am I going to print a caterpillar out of? I'm assuming a green would work. I'm assuming a silk green would work. Right? What color are you? You're ABS. What do I have for green? I got silk green, I got light green and dark green. You're ASA. I'm not doing ASA. I know I have some green somewhere. Ah, there we go, green. That's not a lot of green. That's not a lot of green. Well, that's what we got. I mean, it's just a caterpillar. So now, Prusa printables. Printables. You said anymore, you didn't have power. That's not good. Where's the cat? How do you spell caterpillar? Caterpillar. Most popular. Cute articulated caterpillar. That works. Download. Okay. Get you out. And for those that don't know, yes, this is bamboo filament. Feed you in. Let's go to Prusa slicer. This guy looks so happy to be working on his Prusa. Okay, so we have Mark 3.5. There we go. We got articulated caterpillar. I'm going to lay this guy down. This is bigger than I thought he would be. We're going to scale you 50%. There you go. There you go. Structural. There's no silk. There's no Prusa silk. So let's just go with like generic. Just generic EFG. Yeah, generic. EF. Where's generic? Generic. Okay, we need a generic PLA. I need a silk PLA though. You know, we'll just go with Prusa. You know what? Silk. I saw a silk somewhere. But if you don't silk, you need special settings for silk. For those that don't know, silk filament is basically just regular filament with TPU mixed in. Silk. I wish you could search. PLA matte. Easy PLA. Where's silk? Fiber silk? We'll go with that. No, that's probably not. Fiber satin. You know what, screw it, we'll just go with regular. Yeah, I don't see any silk PLAs. I wish you could search. I wish you could search here. Oh, it's just generic PLA, whatever. Roll the dice. It's like okay. Send to connect. Dongle. Select printer. You are not. Oh, wait, maybe I should finish loading the filament first. There we go. Is this correct? Yes. Hopefully I have enough filament. According to this, it's only like 12 grams, so we should be okay. Confirm, set ready, and print now. There we go. File sent. Oop. I totally... Oh, nope. Are you downloading? You're downloading. Okay, cool. There we go. Cool. Is it actually sending the file? Because I think I hit cancel. Nope. Nope. Loading. There we go. Yeah, we're good. I don't know if my first layer will be good though. Because I can't remember what bed I had on this before. So I may have to adjust my Z offset. While that's doing that, let's do a giveaway. Because it's giveaway time. If you did not enter for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, I'll give you 3 minutes. What's my thoughts on Prusa Cloud? I'm actually really liking Prusa Cloud so far. Mostly for the fact that it doesn't really need the app. It's just a website. Like it doesn't require like a pretty, like the fact that you can just load up Prusa Connect in your web browser and just have it sitting over there. You don't have to have the slicer open to access it. I hate the fact, like one of the things I don't like with Bamboo is you can only access Bamboo through the app or through the slicer. So if you're like, you can't just type in the IP address and check on a print, you have to have the slicer installed on a computer or your phone to check on it versus just type in an IP address or just go to prusaconnect.com on anything and check it. So I do like it that way. I don't know, I like it. I like the fact that you could have multiple, like the fact that I can quickly check on all the status of all my printers right away versus the problem with Bamboo, you can only check one device at a time. Like the Bamboo Studio, even through their app, like I don't know if the app, I'll be honest, I don't use the app because I refuse to install that on my phone. But through on the computer, you can only check one printer at a time. You can't see the status of all your printers that are on it. Now, to be fair, I only have one Bamboo machine hooked up right now. But yeah, the fact that if you had multiple, you can't like see the status of all of them. You have to have multiple different browsers or tab between them. It's annoying. You got 4 Bamboos and 4 Prusas, and the Prusas win. Yeah, it just seems a lot less obstructive. Like one of the reasons, like I don't use my Bamboo as much as like you would think I would, because it's like, you know, a lot of people like the Bamboo. I like the Bamboo. It's a nice machine. But it's just the way they do things. If you're used to doing things more the open source way, or like using machines like Prusas and whatnot, they do a lot of stuff with Bamboo that's like, this is how we want you to do it, and you have to do it our way, and there's no alternative. And it's like, some of the stuff they do is kind of counterintuitive to like what you kind of expect behaviors out of a printer. Yeah. I am so happy we fixed this. You have no idea how happy I am that we actually fixed this. So now I can tell my rep, don't bother sending me a replacement screen. Because here's the thing. The thing I like, you could buy a replacement screen. 92 bucks. You just buy the new screen. It is what it is. You just buy a new screen. If it was like, oh shoot, I couldn't fix it, I'll just buy a new screen. But I'd rather fix it. Because functionally, it does the exact same thing as it does before, and we didn't have to ship a new screen halfway across the planet. So now we're in that. Okay, let's do this giveaway. So if you didn't enter for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, what you can do, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. You're gonna go in the video description, okay? And you're gonna click the link to Polymaker. It's an affiliate link, and you're just gonna buy some filament. If you buy the filament, you don't have to worry about your chance of winning, because you know you're gonna get it. Also, do they have a sale on right now? They might have a sale on right now. I don't know. If they have a sale, go buy some. Issues with Seaborn names. There we go. I'm a horrible YouTuber when it comes to monetizing my stuff. There we go. Save that. Save that. Let's load up marbles. What's the point of the cloud when you could just check the machines? I mean, it's nice when it's like I'm not home. It's nice to get the little notification. Hey, the print finished. It's like, yay. But I don't like it having to be critical. Prusa Connect is no way critical for the operation of a machine. All it does is allow you to transfer files to the printer and start them remotely. All files are still stored locally, and check status of a print remotely. You don't need it for anything regarding functionality of the printer. That's one of the things, like on a Prusa, you can literally rip the Wi-Fi module off the machine. If you're running this printer in an environment where NetSec is an issue, and you have to, you can't have, unverified Wi-Fi in your place or whatever. Like there's all kinds of rules places have when it comes to acceptability, especially network security. If anyone here works in any business that has more than 100 employees, network security is a thing, right? Too many companies get hacked or ransomware or spyware or whatever. It's not good. So you kind of want some network security. The shop I used to work at, you couldn't connect anything to the Wi-Fi at work unless it was pre-approved by the IT staff. They had a separate Wi-Fi for like guests and for us to like watch YouTube on break. But like the actual network, you couldn't connect to it unless you were pre-approved by the network admins, because it literally, like, they had people come visit the shop and connect their Wi-Fi, their laptops to the Wi-Fi, and had files copied. Like, that kind of shit happens. So imagine, hey guys, or just imagine your home network. Again, I tell people this. I love Clipper. I don't like Clipper on consumer machines, because the problem you have is, hey guys, this is a Raspberry Pi. Would you let me install any software I want on here and then give it to you and you'll connect it to your home network? Do you trust me? No, you don't. I wouldn't trust me either. Hey guys, here's a Raspberry Pi equivalent. Install it with software on it that you don't know what's on it. Will you put it on your network? No. It's attached to a 3D printer. Okay. I'll go put it right on my network. The firmware, I installed the operating system off, I downloaded a file off of Google Drive and installed the firmware. That's totally meeting all safety requirements for my home network. And I fully trust the company never to have a data breach and have a malicious party install third-party software on my printer that's connected to my home network with admin privileges. Okay, so how this works, first one to the end wins the spool of filament from Polymaker. If I pick you, you win 2 spools. So congratulations, good luck to this person, Edwin. Edwin, if you win, you get 2 spools of filament. If anyone else wins, you get 1. Good luck. We're doing a little golfing today. Yeah, network security is a big thing. So when it comes to companies, 3D Medic vents, you are always at the front. Does anyone else like see 3D Medic vents at the front a lot? I don't know if he's won anything, but I always see him near the front. Anyways, I'm dead last. Well, you got to go faster. Remember, exclamation mark zoom zoom makes you go faster. Totally. I'm not capping, for real. YOLO. Network security keeps my filament storage full. There you go. But that's what I mean. Like, I think a lot of people underestimate the security implementation. Like, one of the reasons, like, why do you think Prusa bought Printed Solid? It's now they can actually, they have made in America machines. That opens up so much business for them as a company. The fact that they can sell 3D printers that are made in America that can be properly air gapped. If you don't know what kind of business opportunities that opens up for a company, You need to get some oh God, Jason, where'd you go, Jason? Jason, get back here. That opens a ton of opportunities. Steve Clark. That was a rush to the finish there. Congratulations, Steve Clark there. Steve Clark. Drew Bradley, no! So, Steve Clark, you have won yourself a spool of filament from Polymaker. You will get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament. So, pull you up here. Steve Clark. 1 of 1. Like to see it. There we go. I'm surprised not as many of you like turtles. Okay. I like turtles. Okay, so I think we're gonna call it there. Yeah, we got this working. Fun little random, not our normal thing, but I'm actually really happy that we got this working. The fact that this is like actually a functional printer again and we fixed the screen. Well, we didn't fix the screen, we bypassed the broken part and just kind of hodgepodge something on. It's amazing how little of a connection you need for data. It's just like scratch a little bit of the pad off, put some solder on the wire, and just kind of go. It's like, okay, it's good. Hopefully that's enough. Hopefully it actually works long term, and we don't have like bit flip failures or whatever. But yeah, we fixed it. Yay! Okay, so we're gonna call it there. Shout out to Polymaker for the spool filament giveaway this stream and every stream. Links for all of them and more in the video description. If you want to help support the channel, content I create, things I do. Some of them are affiliate links, don't cost you anything extra. Go a long way in supporting the channels, and others like GamerSups. Use code Canuck, save 10% off your order with the link in the description. And for those that donate to the channel, gifted memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. I would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. So thank you. So yeah, so we'll call it here. I'll post a picture of the Caterpillar when it's done and whatever. I'll post a bunch of pictures of the fix and whatnot too on Twitters and the Discord. So we'll call it there. Be safe out there. Wash your hands. Enjoy the rest of your week. And I will see you on Friday. Video should be Thursday. And I think it's the printed solid tour. Okay, goodbye. Bye.